Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Adam and I'm the CEO of SUBX Finance Lab. Today we have another client AMA. I think this is our fifth client AMA over the last couple of months. Today I have with me Nerf Flux. They are a very young team. I think they have been around for a couple of months, and today we are just gonna talk to the founder a little bit, kind of understand his inspiration and motivation for starting up the project, along with asking different challenges that he faced. I want to focus today's conversation more about our guest today, and then allow him some time to share a little bit more about his project. So, at SUBX Finance Lab, we serve clients of all sizes. We serve like very fresh young startups, a couple months old. They're still trying to get a footing. We serve larger, more established projects, and we also serve enterprise. Right. So today, I'm very happy to have with me Adama from Nerf Flux. So hi, my friend. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello, Adam. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Adama. So, Adama, tell me a little bit more about yourself, your background, your perhaps your education, and why did you and your team decide to start up Nerflux?
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, that's an interesting one. It goes all the way back. I'm going to start with my name all over again. My name is Edema Sheju. I studied in England, worked in Germany, and presently living in Italy. Right from my childhood, I had this great passion for computing. It has always been in me. 2 years after my secondary school, as a self-taught computer technician and Cisco certified administrator at that time, I trained a lot of people in hardware and software. So this was in line with my passion and it was growing day after day, year after year. My passion drove me higher. I did my first diploma in computer science in England. Thereafter, I did DSL level 5 HND in computing and I did my BS in computing. At the same time, I became Oracle Certified Associate and later Oracle Certified Professional as a
Wow.
programmer.
Well,
Yeah,
that's a extensive background. So, you've mentioned, you were formerly, Cisco certified. You trained a lot of professional in IT and software. You had your diploma and your degree in computing in England. Am I correct?
yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. So, maybe you can share a bit more about your role. Sorry, let's go back a little bit. Share more about Nerf Flux with us. How did that came about? What inspired you to actually start up this project?
All right. I had one or two friends, which are not actually in the project now. We came together. We decided to form a crypto group for like-minded people, people that want to. Actually, our main goal was not just to invest, but to make some research that we hate investment. So, in a short while, we had about going to 21 persons from different part of the world because it's not an open group. We actually select people that join us. So, based on this research, we started buying and selling crypto. Um, then personally, I made some huge profit, and my colleagues also. And I was like, oh, we want to invest into the real estate together. That was our plan. When we say invest, we don't mean we mean we want to purchase properties. Doing that, it involves a lot. We have to convert our crypto to cash, precisely euro, and that it comes with a lot of constraint, as we know or as you already know. So at that point in time, we went online, we started making research, we were looking for any means we could buy property without stress. Just click buy and get all the paperwork, get everything done like it's been done in the real world. And we noticed that there is this big gap. And that was it. That very moment we said, wow, so nothing is happening like this. It's not possible. What we do is we made research and the result is NERVEFLUX. We came out with an innovative solution and that is how the idea came into place.
I see. So you identified a gap in the market, in particular, that there is no simple, fast way to buy property online, all right? Perhaps in your region, and thus you and your friends decide to come together and start up the Nerflux project and trying to build the Nerflux marketplace. Am I correct?
Yeah, yeah. One thing I want to emphasize is we know online you could see some project that they say they buy property, but let's be realistic. There is no way on earth you buy property with smart contract alone. You have to do paperwork. This is where Netflix come with an innovative approach. You buy the property online and you do all the paperwork like it is required in any given geographical location. So this make the difference, and this is the innovation.
I see. So you, yeah. So you mentioned that transacting property in the real world might not necessarily be able to do it with smart contracts at the moment. So you guys are trying to merge the best of both world, right? Offer them multiple payment options, perhaps using your token, and once the transaction has been placed, you perhaps have a digital platform where they can sign all their paperwork and to
Everything has to be.
transact globally. Okay, so tell me more about your role in NERVEFLUX. So what do you do there? I know that you're the COO, but
No,
exactly what do you do there? Who's what's your relationship like with your team, the CEO, the CTO? Maybe that's a good background for everyone.
all right. I had someone that once asked me, "You are the founder, but not the CEO. Why?" This is very interesting, which will give you an idea of the kind of team we have in. Having have concluded on this project, we thought of it. We want a very robust and efficiently managed team. So what do we do? Um, I spoke with my friends, my colleagues. We came together and we decided, oh, okay, we look at each of our positions, our experience, and based on that, and also our investment, we had the CEO, which is Mario. He's from Croatia. And I'll tell you something great. He's a great guy. We work as team. He makes some decision, makes most of this decision, the important decision, the direction we go, and we all work together as a team to see that we achieve that. Yes, Netflix itself is a complex project, very complex, because we're dealing with regulations. We had to be regulated one way or the other because of the kind of project we are into. Real estate, if it has to be done in the right way, then you have to work with local authority. So even with this complex situation, I have a team that are available. They work 24 hours. They work as 3 team members. That cooperation is there. So when I have problem in my area, I speak with my CEO immediately. We resolve things and we get things done. The chief technical officer and a lot of other team members who are not being seen in the surface. They are part of the core team members. They are all hardworking and they ensure that we put everything in the right position.
Right. So you mentioned that Mario is your CEO. He's based in Croatia.
Yeah,
He
it's in Germany, but it's Croatia born.
I see, I see. And you have Calvin, right? You mentioned for your CTO,
Yeah.
right? So that's the
Yeah.
software. Okay, great. So you guys have a nice core team together. I want to ask you a question. So do you remember the date that you guys actually had your that you guys had your pre-sale? What it was a couple months ago, right?
Yeah, that was 14th of January.
14th of January. So from 14th to January to now, do you face any difficulties of any sort? Trying to get developments out, trying to do the marketing. I mean, we are a young project as well, and this space, it's a very kill cutthroat kind of space, right? Where we got to move fast, we got to move efficiently, in order to make progress. So maybe you can share with the audience what are some of the challenges that you guys faced and how you guys are planning to overcome these challenges.
Absolutely. Well said. We face a lot of challenges. We still have challenges and we're trying to overcome them. Yeah, let's think about it. After our launch, we actually launched on the 16th of January. It was so good that before our launch, we concluded with up to about 5 different exchanges, centralized exchanges. Negotiation was concluded for listing. But when we made the first, second listing, we had to we have to look at the effect on our project, and we say no. I think we need to slow down with this listing stuff because when you building a project like ours that involve approvers, collaboration with government agencies, and right here in Italy with governments, which we are doing, there are some things you cannot just do, which really affect our marketing. Because if you do marketing some kind of marketing every regular project do, then we have to also pass this information to the authorities, which sometimes do not tell on good or nulls for the approvals we are seeking. So we have very, how I said, very limited opportunities for marketing at this moment. We know when our marketplace will be out and fully developed and released, yes, the marketing strategy will change completely. So we have absolutely big issues with marketing, which we're trying to manage. And actually, just this morning, we signed a contract with a marketing company, third-party marketing company. They just won the best marketing agency in Dubai this year. So that was something great, which will help us to overcome the challenge.
Congratulations. Yeah, I think that will be exciting for your community, right? To get a
Yeah,
marketing agency. So, here at SUBX Finance Lab, I mean, regulations are a pain to deal with as well. There are some products that we want to deliver that requires us to get regulated. And of course, we put them on hold because getting regulatory processes, getting the necessary licenses takes a long while, right? Couple
yeah,
months, heck, could be years even. So it's very important for us to always pivot as much as we can, right? To make sure that we are still able to deliver value to our holders while we navigate through the space, right? I'm sure cryptocurrency space, the token space, it's relatively nascent, it's new, right? There are some navigation to go around. Sometimes you have to navigate a little bit before you can get to the next level. So I think having some time to navigate and to make sure that you're set up for success is important. And I think you mentioned that you guys had a problem in marketing, right? Because probably you've mentioned that there are a lot of regulations in some countries. They are very strict about marketing for regulated activities, such as perhaps
yeah,
trading of
yeah,
real estate, right? Uh, which could be considered as a security, right? Maybe, right? In
yeah.
certain countries. So yeah, you've mentioned that you have some issues initially. Right now, you hired a marketing firm, and hopefully those issues will be resolved for you, for your community, for your project in the coming months. So I wanna ask you, other than marketing, do you guys happen to have any sort of issues, that you guys face, or is marketing the main bulk of the issue that you guys are facing?
No, no, not just marketing. Also, we had issue like I mentioned the first listing we did with precisely Oddbit. I think it didn't turn out due to some technical issue, I would say, or rather, I assume I don't know much. From Oddbit platform, it's been hectic, and we're trying to get that. And the result is we find people going to Oddbit, get our token, and pump it to liquidate liquidity on PancakeSwap, and that really affect the price of our coin. So the price is seriously down, which is not always good for investors because investors are only interested to see the price going up. Yeah, this is crypto for you, as we all understand. Yeah, also the other issue we had is some months ago, which was not much of a problem. We had to stop our activity with our chief marketing officer at that time. And yeah, we have another young mind, a German too. It's from born in German origin, who's taking over that position. Will make the necessary announcement as time goes on. So these are some of the problems we've been encountering, and yeah, I'll tell you, we're moving forward. We're overcoming them after this.
Yeah. That doesn't sound fun. So you've mentioned that you got listed on Hotbit. There were some technical issues, and those issues, or whatever happened, unfortunately tanked down your token price. And stuff like this happens sometimes. And it's really unfortunate. It sucks. It really does, especially when you're a project owner. You have everything planned out, and when things don't go the way it's supposed to go, everyone gets annoyed. Everyone gets irritated. The team gets irritated, the holders get irritated, but sometimes that's just the way it is. I can share you a annoying problem for us, right, for our project. So um when we first got listed on coin market cap, we did not show up in the recently added, right? So that's really popular. Every young project wants to get on that recently added tab, right? And for some reason there was a bug, or there was a technical issue that didn't allow us to get on that recently added list. And that was very disappointing because we were hoping that that will give us a nice boost of discoverability. Our holders were looking forward to that as well. And because of that, a lot that dropped our token price considerably as well, right? And we have to work even harder to compensate for that decrease. And I would just want to say that I can completely relate with you. I can only imagine how annoying and how frustrating it can be. But an advice that I will probably share is that, it happens. Once it happens, we gotta move on strong, right? We cannot let these setbacks, pull us down from meeting our objective. And you guys have great objective, right? You guys have a goal. You guys wanna, create a marketplace for property, and it's not an easy goal, right? I mean, even crypto aside, just making it as a traditional company is definitely difficult, right? And when you guys want to incorporate innovative elements of crypto into it, that becomes even a bit more of a challenge. But I do believe that as long as the team is standing, as long as the company and the project is functioning, there's always opportunities to see growth in the token, right? Right. It's only when we give up then the loss is realized, right? But as long as we continue working hard, I do believe, like, even for your community as well, there's a very good possibility that as long as you guys are able to push out materials, continue with development, there's always opportunities for more growth. Don't you agree, Adama?
Yeah, sure. That's it. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're pushing on hard. And another good thing we have in this, which is really encouraging us, is come in the fourth in the next few days, we'll also be signing a new contract with New to the Street. This is a marketing company based in New York. And what they'll be doing is they'll be doing live interview with NERVEFLUX team in Bloomberg Television, also in First TV, News Max, something like that. We have big ball adverts. We're going to be in the street of New York. So these are great things that are coming, which are also positive and we look forward to.
That's great. Um, yeah, a lot of new developments that you guys have, and I think it sounds really exciting, right? I mean, your community members should be a little bit excited from all the new developments that you guys are having. You've mentioned, marketing agency in Dubai, and media appearances on live television. I think all of this is great. As long as you communicate it well to your community, I think it's gonna be fantastic. So, Adam, what are you looking for, or what are you looking towards in the next 1 month for your project, for the next 1 month, for the next 1 year? Maybe you can share with the audience, what are your plans for the near future and for the midterm of a year.
All right, thank you very much for this opportunity. Aside the fact that I just talked about the marketing, we're going to improve, we're going to increase marketing, we're going to be aggressive in marketing. Also, I'll tell you that at this moment we're still working with local authorities, so we're going to announce one or two partnerships with local authorities. And there is something very interesting about NERVEFLUX. We have our charity aspect. So we are going to make an official announcement that can come made. We'll give the date, precise date. We're going to launch the tree planting program live. So what happened is if you hold NERV token, no matter the quantity do not matter, but as long as you hold it for up to 120 days, you're going to get a tree planted in your name. It starts here in Italy. We have another location in Croatia, and we're going to do it in different countries in the world. So we're going to have a tree planted in your name. You'll be able to view them live from our platform. So there's an update coming on our platform. This is one of the things we're doing. The update will be there to accommodate this tree planting program so that anyone that has tree planted in your name will be able to go online, view their tree, which will be updated time over time. And good enough, we have about 150 something wallet address we're looking to start with by the month of May. So that is something great that is coming, the tree planting program. We think everybody will be interested in that because planting tree helps this world with the situation we face at this very moment. It's been critical with the environmental issues. So we also have something coming. We want to do have we already have our staking app called CU. So what we want to do is we want to have the 200% APY for LP staking. So that will be great. That will be coming, and it will also come along with airdrop. We want to do that airdrop for those that hold our token. So we have two tokens, which we're going to give to our investors as airdrop. Those information will be made available. Our NFT will be coming. We're going to towards the end of the year. We're going to have an NFT, which will be very unique. It will be very unique. I'm sure everyone will love it. What we're going to have in it. in our NFT. But for now, we'll not be able to release more information about that. And the most exciting thing we look at too is the release of NERVEFLUX marketplace white paper. It tilted information of how a marketplace will look like. People always ask us, oh, how do you buy property, make payment, and get the paperwork done? Because that is your vision, that is your promise. I'll tell you, the marketplace white paper will reveal this information. So these are things we have online.
Fantastic. Right. So I have a comment from King Jack. Hi, King Jack. Nice to see you again. What are the products that NERFLUX is using from SUBX? So as you guys know, SUBX Finance Lab, we are a blockchain service provider. We build dApps, and then after that, we rent it out and subscribe it to other businesses so that they are able to leverage on our products. And by doing so, they can focus on other things that are more important. They leave the development to us. They leave the establishment to us, and they can focus on their marketing, their development, their future plans. And what Adima has mentioned for his future plans, you're planning to have APIs, you're planning to have airdrops, and you're planning to release the NERFLUX marketplace white paper. And you also had a sneak peek about the NFT launch that you guys are planning to do at the end of the year. Am I correct, Adima?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So you guys have really interesting roadmap. So I want to ask you
The
a
tree
couple.
planting program, you forgot?
Oh yes, and that as well. I wanna ask you an interesting question. So you have a lot of moving pieces that you guys are developing. Do you foresee that your team is going to grow larger over time, right? Because there are a lot of moving parts to manage, right? In all of the different programs that you guys are planning to do. Are you guys actively hiring? Are you guys planning to expand the team so that you can expedite all of these developments?
I'll tell you something. With Netflix, it's very funny. We already have a team. The core team members has increased. We have two additional.
Right.
We added two guys to it, and we know this will keep growing because we have a lot we want to do, especially with the development areas. So we really need to do a lot. In our website currently, there is a column where anyone that is interested to be part of our team will be able to apply, and we see how it goes from there. Yeah, so we know the team is going to grow, it's growing, and it will keep getting bigger.
That's fantastic. Congratulations. We have a question from Williams. Williams asked, how did the name NERFLUX came about?
Yeah, thank you very much, William. Netflix, the name. Yeah, so like I said initially, when we had this plan of, we came with this, we did the research, we came with the solutions, we thought of it, Nerve. We were looking for name. Immediately, that Nerve came to my mind. I thought of it, Nerve, Flux. You can check it in the dictionary. You talk about the nerves, and you see the combination. It's one way. It tells everyone what we do. It's just that it's not they are not common words. I mean the flux. So you have to use the dictionary to check it. We are trying to act as a bridge, bringing the various line of crypto and real estate together. So we see ourselves playing this unique role like has never been done. And this is where the idea of the name Neflos came about.
I see. While you were answering the question, I could see that you were really passionate. Your eyes lit up, and you enjoyed talking about the company and how you guys came up the name. I think it's a cool name, right? It's a name that I would definitely remember, and I think it has a really great meaning as well. You trying to bridge, the crypto and property walls together. I think it's a adventurous ambition, but I think with time, with the right team, and with a little bit of luck, I'm definitely sure that you will be able to achieve various degrees of success. So I want to ask you a personal question, Adima. Maybe we can use this question to funnel us towards the closure of this AMA. I want to ask you, what are some personal challenges that you faced running this company? Sure, you have talked to me about the problems that the company has faced, right? Marketing, or issues with exchanges. I want to know, and I'm sure the audience wants to know, on a personal level, was it stressful? Was it difficult? How do you manage to juggle running a project, running the community marketing, especially as a chief operating officer, operations officer, right? I'm sure that a lot of the operational work is done by, is overseen by you, right? So maybe you can share with everyone some of the personal hardships that you had running the project.
Well, I'll tell you something. I think in one word or in two words, I'll tell you sleepless nights. That's the
Sleepless
first one.
nights. All right.
Yeah, I work visually, I work 24 hours a day. I cannot tell you I have unallocated time to my work because it's so demanding. I have as a dev also for now. So what I do is solving the operational issue, solving the developmental issue. Even I had to be contacted in most cases for some issue that has to do with partnership. So literally, personally, I don't have time. I'm a family man. I have four kids, but then my one of my kids will say, "Oh, daddy is always in the computer. If he's not at home, if he's in the office, computer, and when he's at home, he's still stuck with the computer." And that is a proper definition of my life over the past few months because NERVEFLUX changed everything. But you know what? I'm proud of that. I'm happy to do that. I believe it's a sacrifice we're doing because we're going to change the face of crypto. We believe in that.
I some a saying that I truly believe in is that two sayings actually. Number one, you're never too old for success, and number two is that success is never linear, right? Sometimes you struggle, you sacrifice, and one day it just skyrocket exponentially. And I think as core teams in our projects, we do make a lot of sacrifices. You've mentioned you have four kids, right? And to run your project, you sacrifice the time that you could spend with your children, with your family. You spend it to make sure that your dream, your ambition can be fueled, that you're able to continue development. And that's something that not everyone is able to do. It's actually way harder to be able to put in, to sacrifice so much for the project, right? And I think for that, I can respect any founder that and any core team member that actually puts in the hours, sacrifice their time, their time with their family, time for themselves, for the betterment of their project. And that's something that I think everyone can respect. Um, to end off this AMA, I want to ask you whether there's anything that you would like to share with the audience today. I've been asking a lot of questions today. I think for the last segment, I want you to spend some time to maybe you want to talk a little bit more about your projects. You want to share any new development or any call to actions with the community. I think this would be the right time to do so.
All right, thank you very much. I'll go back to the issue of tree planting. We know the current situation in the world today. We see the environmental disaster, we see the pollution level, we see the weather changing from basically every part of the world. We do understand that no one can actually stop these things because these are natural events that are caused due to mismanagement by humans like us generally. So what we believe that can be done is to fight against it, to have some level of improvement. And we think everybody can do his bit. You don't have to wait for the government because we keep waiting and we always wait. So we can play our role. We can help against this fight. And all you have to do is just to have at least one tree planted in your name or in your wallet address. And to achieve that, we advise people get some NERV token in your name, stake them and get some good percent APY, which will increase to 200% soon. So when you do that, you have a tree planted in your name, then you know your name is written among those that are helping to fight climate change. And we think that is a lovely one. That is a great one. That is a reason beyond our main use case, which is real estate property marketplace. This is a reason to hold our token. And this is what I want to tell everyone in
Right.
this community.
I think that's nice. Property, it's a place that you buy. It's a building that you buy to stay in. But a lot of people sometimes forget that the real place that we stay in is on Earth, right? And I think that's definitely a nice initiative on your end to help our environment. So that's all from me. Adama, thank you so much for taking the time. You spent a better half of the good hour to sit down with me to share your story to our communities. And this video will be up on YouTube. You can send it to your community, to your friends, to your families, to new prospects, and they can see the passion that you have for this project. I think it's going to be great for you as well. And I'm very sure that my community enjoyed hearing your story and hearing the profiles of the different founding team from our clients. So I thank you so much, Mr. Adama, for coming on board for our AMA today. And that is it for today. I would want to I want to tell you something as well. I hope that you continue to persevere and to achieve what you want to achieve, right? I think sacrifices will be worth it. I do think that you are a person with passion and conviction, and I think that that would definitely mean something in running a project. So thank you so much, my friend. I
Thank you.
am yes, thank you, Adam.
It's a great pleasure being here. And believe me, just a shout out to your community. I love you guys. I hope to be with you some other time.
All right, thank you so much. I will now end this live stream. I will display our outro video and our end our stream right now. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Have a great day. Stay safe. Cheers.
Bye.